Good evening, Progeny Vampires. This is the Source, Lashiel, here today to demonstrate to you the new rechargeable Progeny Reliquary. The Reliquary is designed to broadcast a signal that disables all Progeny HUDs within a certain range, depending on the power level that you set it at. This device is rechargeable via potency eggs and comes completely charged for your first usage. So let us demonstrate. So here we have the new Reliquary, which is this guy here. It's designed by one of the Diabolics, and I think it's a really neat look. It's got a nice little kind of diabolic crystal there that is set up. It's got a nice little animation to it. And here we have our traditional potency egg. So let's first off show you how the Reliquary works. When you first use it, it starts out in a basic standby mode. You can turn on by clicking the A button, show status, and it will display the current charge status and which mode it's in. You can turn off that display, of course, if you want that to be non-obtrusive in your design aesthetic, etc. But for general setup, you kind of want to turn that on. Now we have three different modes of operation. We have low power, normal power, and high power. In normal power mode, the no progeny signal will be broadcast about 20 meters. In low power mode, it's broadcast about 10 meters, and in high power mode, it's broadcast about 100 meters. In normal mode, it will operate for about 20 hours before you run out of charge. In high power mode, it's less than half of that. In low power mode, it's much greater than that. So depending on which mode you set, it will last longer. So let's go ahead and throw it into high power mode. When we put it into high powered mode, it will go through a warm-up stage. This particular model is my testing model, and I have the warm-up ramped up really high because testing over and over again, waiting 10-15 minutes for this thing to warm up was just painful. The reason for the warm-up is to prevent cheating. This device is not meant to be a portable, take it into battle and shut everybody down. It's meant to protect a specified area for a specified amount of time. You take it and set it up in advance of your event, turn it on, let it warm up, and let it run throughout your event. It cannot work while attached to an avatar. It must be rezzed freely in the area. As you can see, my HUD has been disabled. The sanctifying radius is set to 100 meters, and we have 99.4% charge remaining. As we let this run down, it will slowly decrease in its remaining battery. If at any time you want to stop it to conserve its battery, just click on it again and choose stop or turn off. It is now back in standby mode, and it will conserve the battery or the charge until you turn it back on again. Now, of course, if we turn it back on again in low, medium, high, it still has to go through the warm-up process to reactivate. The charge process is fairly straightforward, so we'll just leave that on for a minute to let that charge run down a bit. So first off, I need to charge up a potency crystal. So I'm going to attach to my apparatus and charge up this crystal, disconnect. So now I have a charged crystal. Of course, being the source, I have an unlimited supply of potency, but it would show how much potency you actually have in the menus and things like that. So now we have a charged potency crystal. So we turn off our Reliquary. And now that we have less than 100% charge, if we click the menu in standby mode, we get a Y option, which is charged from potency crystal. You click the Y button and then touch the crystal. Now, it'll display that the crystal is linked and ask you if you want to charge. In this case, the charge in the crystal will take us up to 198.7% charge, which is over the maximum 100%. Any remaining charge will be lost. So you want to let this thing run down low before you actually do it. In this case, we'll go ahead. Yes, boom. Okay, it's been charged. Now our reliquary is charged back to 100% and the crystal is depleted. This crystal can now be deleted or put back in the inventory, however you want to do it. So now the reliquary is ready to go for the next special event you might want to run. So again, you just click on it and start it up. Wait for it to warm up and it will begin protecting your general area. These will be on sale soon. I'm not sure exactly when. I need a little more testing to make sure that there are no sneaky little bugs in there, but so far it seems to be working 100%. Thank you for your time and have a great evening.